So this is Jurassic James in the field. I'm actually standing here in Anahuac National Refuge. This is kind of like a southeast of Houston. So what I'm looking at here is actually, it's called a marsh commonly, but in general in geology we have our own terms. So think of it this way: you say lake, we say lacustrine. You say river, we say fluvial system. So paludal is when we have an environment where there's vegetation in the water. Now with grass it's called a marsh, with trees it's called a swamp, and when there's like brush and like root systems, that's what you call a bog. The best example of a bog I can give you off the top of my head is essentially, think of in England where you have the pressure from the ice age, all the glacier pushing down the continental mass. The glaciers melt away, and then those depressions full of water. The vegetation there are like root systems of essentially bushes that kind of grow and create a system above the water. That's a bog. Whereas a marsh you have here in the Gulf Coast is where you have the grasses here. And there are several kinds of grasses that have adapted to this environment. So again, the term paludal is when you have vegetation in water. It's your geology 101 term. When there's vegetation growing in water, and a different kind of vegetation it is determines the name for it. So names like swamp, bog, and marsh, you already know those terms in your day-to-day life, but the truth is they actually have a geologic history, a background. And with that being said, see you guys later.